Yo, coming at you live. This is your guy KT, and I'm presenting to you Red Pill Kickback. I got a special guest with me today, the Red Pill Warrior, and we're gonna be discussing the new video, Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion, WAP and WAP. So, Red Pill Warrior, man, introduce yourself, man.
How you doing? How you doing, man? What's up, my guy? What's up, man?
All right, so this my brother from another mother, man. So we go way back. And we just feel like it's time to, man, step up to the plate and, discuss some of the things that going on in our, the black community that, that is having an effect, especially on our young ladies. So we gonna get into it, man. So it was brought to my attention, that the video was released, I guess last night or sometime this week, and I guess it caught fire. It's popular right now. And everybody just, I see mostly just females, young women just hyping the video up. So I had to see what.
I looked on, I checked it out. I was actually on social media. And I seen that all these women was commenting about WAP. And I'm like, man, what is this? Man, what is this? And so everybody was coming and talking about Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj new video, and the Kardashian girl that made a appearance on there. So I went over to YouTube and checked the video out.
So did I. So
it's wild, man.
Yeah, so it's a wild deal. So I wanted to get a little background on a theme and everything before we go into it, because I want to address the lyrics and I just want to address the theme of the video, and the type of message that they sending, because this is a video, this is a message that being broadcasted to young women, you know what I'm saying? So we really gotta have a filter on what is being presented to our younger people, that goes for young men and that goes especially for the young women. So with the WAP, the WAP, whatever the official name of it is, they use the sample, there's some whores in his house. And this is from a song that was made probably in the 90s by a guy named Frank Sky, and he had a song called, there's some hoes in his house. There's some hoes in his house. So you got to look at things from a different lens, from a third person perspective, man. You gotta think about our community as a whole. Like, our black women, our community leads in STDs, when it comes to black women, we lead in abortion rates, single parents, so we got to really be cautious about, the type of things that we support, and the type of things that we allow, our children to listen to. Because on average, the young lady, she loses her virginity at the age of 14. So Red Pill Warrior, you got anything you want to add on to that before we get into these lyrics?
Man, I was just thinking about it, just kind of harping on back to what you were saying. As a community, music has been and will always be big in the black community, and it plays a part in how we act and how we react to different things. Now, with that being said, I think, like I said, we need to put a special lens or a special filter on the type of music that we bring into our spirits, man, because, a lot of the behaviors that are prevalent, a lot of the negative behaviors that are prevalent in the black community, I think we could stand back to a lot of the music that we listen to. If we lead different ethnic groups and STDs, single-parent households, abortions, the last thing that we need to be listening to, is music that only amplifies this situation, man. Like the fact that we talking about whores in the house and two young African-American ladies being so provocative and talking about this in such a manner that influences other young girls to want to act like this. I think we need to really just sit down and pay attention. Parents need to pay attention on what we're listening to and the black community as a whole.
Oh yeah, that's true, bro, and I definitely co-sign that. So let's get into the lyrics, man. So it starts off with Cardi B, you know, and Megan Thee Stallion. It said whores in the house. You know, that's how the song started off. So when I seen that, I said, okay, there's some whores in this house. Okay, so let's get a by the book definition of what is a whore. All right, so the dictionary defines a whore as a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So, and how does the dictionary define a prostitute? A prostitute is a person, a particular, a woman who engages in sexual activity for payment. So we got the dictionary meaning of whore, a prostitute basically, and then we got the meaning of a prostitute, a person that engages in sexual activity for payment. So we got to think about this. This is the type of message that, with the first words of the song coming out like that. That's the type of stuff. This type of message that we sending out to people. There's some whores in the house. You got anything you want to add on to that definition? You probably want to give like a street version.
Man, that's pretty straightforward, man.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's black and white. Sexual activity for money. Hey, prostitute, you a whore. It's just as simple as that. But let's get into these lyrics, man. And feel free to stop me, man, if you got anything you want to say, because man, these lyrics, bro, they crazy. And as far as the video. When I seen the video, it opened up. It's like they was going through a garden, So in my mindset, I'm thinking like it might be sending a message like the Garden of Eden, and then I seen snakes all in the video.
It has a lot,
So
we a lot of sacrilegious things to it, man.
So yeah, we gonna get into that, man. We definitely gonna get into that. But let's get into these lyrics, man, and I'm gonna read them out. Whores in his house. There's some whores in his house. There's some whores in his house. There's some whores in his house. Hold up. All right. I'm a certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. All right, here come Cardi B course. Yeah. You fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. That's not a fair exchange. I'm gonna just start right there. I'm gonna pause right there. That's not a fair exchange, not at all. Not at all. But let's continue. All right. You got something you want to say, Warrior?
Man, we in trouble, man. Our community in trouble. Continue on, man. Continue on.
All right. So let's get into this verse. Beat it up, nigga. Catch a charge. Extra large, extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel while I inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. All right, pause. This chick says spit in her mouth, look in her eyes. So what does that remind you of when a chick says spit in my mouth, look in my eyes?
Man, straight pornography.
Pornography.
Worst kind of porn, man.
All right. So let's continue. All right. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. All right, let's stop right there. That's not a fair trade. So she says she don't cook, she don't clean, but she got a ring. And that's just a reflection of, the type of man that, actually put a ring on it, so.
Man, yeah, so, man, that says more about his character than it is about hers, because, we're going to add some, if I'm going to add my perspective into it, in this society, women have been given a lot of freedom, man, a lot of freedom to kind of, whether to do good or do bad, man. With freedom comes a lot of responsibility. And so they have a lot of freedom over their sexuality now. And she's making it clear. I don't want to be a part of the traditional man's roles. I don't have to cook and clean, but at least I still able to get a ring on it. So, you know what I'm saying? That says more about this guy. We can go into that on another podcast, another video. But
most definitely,
it's a lot of pimps that got to be. There's a lot of pimps that got to be addressed too. But keep going.
But yeah, like you said, it's two sides to that coin, and the brothers definitely got to step it up to the plate. But you know, for the women, like this doesn't. And let me say as a disclaimer, this doesn't apply to all women, because there is a percentage of good women out there. I say like probably 2 to 12%. You know, I'd be like that. But we gonna say for the majority of the crowd, like man, you know, it's most women are not wife material. You know, let's get that understood. The average woman in today's society is not wife material. I know a lot of women think just because, you know, they have degrees, they have a job, they have certain possessions, that makes them wifey material. That does not make you wifey material. You know, so we gotta really get women to understand that men value purity in a woman. There's nothing more important than chastity and you know, just the cleanliness of a woman. But for the man, you know, we have adopted whores, you know, to be the forefront of everything. So it kind of came with a demise. I don't know, is that, you know, ties in with white supremacy or, you know, hey, well, you know, we'll get into that. But let me get back to these lyrics. You got anything you want to add on to that?
I was gonna comment on that, but I'll wait till you to wrap up with the lyrics, man. Because it definitely has a lot to do with white supremacy, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Okay, so let's get into Megan Thee Stallion verse. And Megan Thee Stallion, you know, she came out a few weeks ago, you know, because she had an incident with Tory Lanez where she ended up getting shot. And we only know one side of the story, where it seems like, you know, she's the victim. You know, she got shot, you know, but we don't know, was it in self-defense, or we don't know how it goes, you know. We just know that she put out a statement saying that black women are very unprotected. And that kind of makes you think, like, when you put out this type of product, me as a black man, I would not defend you. I would not defend no whore. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple and plain as that. I'm not defending no whore. I'm not defending a woman that's for everybody. No, I can't do that. And I think the Most High wouldn't want that. You know, so let's get into her lyrics. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Quick jump out for you, let you get inside of me. So she's talking about unprotected sex here. You know, and she's saying get out before you know, hey, you releasing her. Okay, so and that's another topic all in itself. You know, a woman, you know, having unprotected sex, allowing other men's DNA to be inside her, knowing that, you know, that men's DNA lingers inside her, you know, way after, you know, they might be done. You know, and they taking on the spirit and energy of the individual that released in them. So a woman can be very confused. Yeah, a woman can be very confused, especially when she has multiple DNAs in her. And yeah, like, man, we really gotta get on our square, man. But
man, and the funny thing about that, man, DNA stays in a woman for the rest of her life, man. And that is, man, a man's DNA, a man's ejaculate, when he ejaculates at a woman, that DNA stays in her blood for the rest of her life. That's why in ancient Hebrew custom, ancient religious custom, it was so important for a man and a woman to be loyal to one man for her entire life, because she didn't need all that confusion, all these different DNAs floating in the body.
Wow. I didn't even know that. I just thought, you know, it stayed in there for a period of time and, you know, they clean it out, you know, but hey, I wouldn't go against that, man, as far as, you know, it's staying inside them for, you know, for a lifetime. And, you know, that kind of makes sense, because think about it. That's why I say that purity is so important in a woman. Like, let's say she get involved with one Pookie or Ray Ray, man, and he breaks her heart, he does her wrong. You know, that heartbreak gonna be attached to her for a long period of time. You know, and that might prevent her from having another healthy relationship because she still has DNA attachment from a previous relationship. You know, so air abundant. Yeah, so it's definitely deep stuff. But let's continue. Talk your shit, bite your lip, ask you for a car while you ride that dick. Okay. You really ain't never gonna fuck him for a thing he already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots in your coat for this wet ass pussy. He brought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss on this wet ass pussy. Okay, it sounds like, you know, we dealing with some simps here, right? So fellas, if you listening, man, do not put pussy on the pedestal. Pussy come a dime a dozen, and there ain't nothing valuable about pussy that another man had. You know what I'm saying? So, and hey, when does a pussy loses its value? You know, after the virginity has been broken. So, man, that's why I say, hey, purity is the best quality that a woman can have. All right, so let's protect purity, ladies. Now make it rain if you want to see some wet ass pussy, man. Lord have mercy. So these women talking about wet ass pussy, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, all right. So let's go into Cardi B's verse, man, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this bullshit. All right, look, I need a hard hitter. I need a deep stroker, need a Henny drinker, and a weed smoker. All right, so with that line right there, she basically saying what type of dude that she need, man. She need that thug in the hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? Megan need that dude that gonna shoot her. So how can you expect someone to be upset and come to your protection when these type of guys that you want, these type of men that you're attracted to, you know? The weed smoker, the Henny drinker.
Energy attracts energy, man. So
obviously,
whatever situation she put herself in, I mean, she got the result, man. You know, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So, you know, I don't think a Muslim woman or Israelite women or any of those women who adhere to really religious principles, they not at the club getting shot. But you know, you want to live that Babylonian lifestyle, then you got to tell Babylonian consequences.
Oh man, couldn't have said it any better myself. But she says she don't need a garden snake, she need a king cobra with a hook in it. All right. So ladies, like let's get it understood. She don't need a garden snake, she need a king cobra, and that's because, you know what I'm saying, her womb has mileage. You know what I'm saying? In the previous verse, she said she need a big truck to park in her little garage. I guarantee you that she does not have a little garage. You know, and I've seen a discussion that most women think that their vagina is good vagina. And ladies, let me tell you, our vagina is not good vagina. You know, and for some reason, you know, guys don't tell women that their vagina is, you know, subpar or not that good at all. You know, hey, that's something on the fellas, but hey, why would you do that, you know, and mess up, you know, your rotation, you know? So hey, but that's a delusional dream that women have, that all pussy is good pussy. It's not. Sorry, but
no, it's not.
It's not. All right, so he got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1 just like his credit. He got a beard where I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it. Now he's diabetic. Man, this bitch straight doing nursery rhymes in this motherfucker, man.
Hey, I can give her one credit, man. She's creative in her whole talk, man.
Yeah, she creative in that whole talk. She said she don't want to spit. She want to go. I want to gag. I want to choke. Wow. She said she want to gag. She want to choke. Man, and like I said, man, you got to think about it, man. You got to think about the crowd of women that's listening to this. Some women might say, hey, it's not a big deal. It's just a video. But man, you got young children, like I said, like age 14, like that's when the average black woman loses her virginity. you got young women out here listening to this type of stuff and growing up too quickly. You know what I'm saying? And just keeping that cycle going, losing their virginity at an early age. And then what I see is that they lose their virginity to an older person. And then for the younger men that might be that age, is 14 and stuff, they present themselves in a fast manner. That what we call it in the black community, the little girl being fast. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of, I don't know, you raises the young man eyebrow to start thinking about sexuality at an early age as well. So,
that's true. That's absolute truth, bro.
Yeah. So that's why, like, a woman starts early, has more sexual experience than a man, and more over sexualized. So that by the time they 25, they done had about 10 years of sexual experience. They ready to settle down with a beta male, you know, that's gonna take them on.
Oh wow, man, that's true. That's true. So yeah, and just to kind of harp back on that point, if a young lady, and the thing, and this just reality, a decent looking woman can get sex whenever she wants. It's always a hard dick out there for a man. Even the most helpful man still have to go about the pursuing part. He still has to pursue. Now he probably had a woman throwing him at him, but that's just the top tier man. The average man has to date. He has to kind of curtail what he wears, what kind of car he goes to. His whole early life experience is about his efforts in trying to get that vagina. Well, a nice looking woman, whether she has a car, whether she has anything else going for herself, it's a hard dick out there waiting for her. Man, another point I want to make is this. Man, one of the biggest consequences of white supremacy, and it's a lot of them, it's a lot of them, but one of the biggest consequences under white supremacy is this whole culture within the black community, man. This whole culture in the African American community where being a whore and talking about being a whore and the acceptance of whoredom and prostitution and selling out for money has become so normalized. Like, just think about it. 100 years ago, you wouldn't dare have a woman. She wouldn't even want to talk about that. She wouldn't even want 10, 11-year-old girls to hear her talking about some of the things that made the Stallion and Cardi B said. But now it has become so normalized that it is no discretion. There's no like, oh, how does this influence young girls? Motherfuckers don't care. I mean, hey, excuse my language, but it's just a sense that I don't care how this affects my community. I don't care about how this affects other young girls. Like, as long as it's about the money, as long as I can talk about pleasure and stuff like that, man, it's fine. And I think that's a real sad consequence of black women being up under white supremacy.
Oh yeah, true. Facts, bro. No fiction. But yeah, man, it's just a big pot we in, and I think the first step we gotta do is, man, just men stepping up to the plate and saying, hey, that's wrong. That's not the way. You know, and leading these women out, you know, back into the light. You know, and thinking about the video, like I said, you know, a ton of snakes in here. You know, so that put me in the mindset of being in the, you know, the Garden of Eden, and, you know, just women and their relationship with the serpent, you know, and just, you know, man, feminism, man, I truly believe, man, that's women having contracts with the devil. So, man, we got so much material that we can address throughout this journey, man. But hey, man, we gonna keep it cracking. We gonna keep it cracking. So anything else you got to wrap it up about this Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi Filth video?
Man, just pure number of pure demonic witchcraft.
Oh,
I mean,
bro,
demonic witchcraft.
that is the cherry on top, man. Women just showing their body, man, breast all out and stuff like that. And I gotta tell you, young men, like, you gotta train yourself to be sexual disciplined. You know, you gotta think with your head, you know, up top and not, you know, below your waist. You know, when you see women like this with tattoos, huge tattoos, weave, makeup, presenting themselves in a whore manner, you need to be disgusted, man. You need to be disgusted.
Don't forget the demonic nails. Don't forget the
Oh my
nails,
God, the demonic nails, bro. The money nails, bro. Them nails, like, bro.
Oh my goodness,
Dude,
man.
them like 6-inch
God.
nails on this lady finger. Like, y'all need to be disgusted because this stuff is wicked. This stuff is wicked, man. It's simple as that, man. But hey, we gonna wrap it up. This has been a Red Pill Kickback. This is your guy KT. And join me. It was the Red Pill Warrior, man. We definitely gonna be back at y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's just the start of the journey, man. But yeah, y'all be cool and y'all be sure to like, subscribe, and share with other brothers. You know what I'm saying? And put these ladies on knowledge, man. And hey, let's lead them. Let's lead them on the right path. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Peace.